How did a young boy from a small city in Indiana become the king of pop? Let's trace back to the early years of Michael Jackson. Born and raised in Gary, Indiana, a city known more for its steel mills than its musicians, Michael was the eighth of 10 children. From a young age, he and his brothers, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine and Marlon, showcased an undeniable talent. This familial band, known as the Jackson 5, set the stage for what would become an extraordinary journey. The Jackson 5's talent didn't go unnoticed. In 1968, they inked their first contract with Motown Records. Under the Motown banner, they quickly gained nationwide fame with hits like I Want You Back and ABC. Michael Jackson, barely in his teens, was the standout star. His unique voice and charismatic stage presence captivated audiences around the world. From these humble beginnings, a star was born. What happens when a member of a famous band decides to go solo? This is the question that hovered in the air when Michael Jackson, a key figure of the Jackson 5, made the bold decision to venture into the world of music as a solo artist. It was a gamble, a leap into the unknown, yet it was a gamble that paid off spectacularly. Michael's first solo venture, Off the Wall, released in 1979, was a testament to his musical genius. The album was a massive success, with 4 of its singles making it to #1 on the Billboard charts. But this was just the beginning. In 1982, Michael released Thriller, an album that would forever change the landscape of pop music. The album, with its blend of pop, rock and funk, was an instant global phenomenon. Its tracklist reads like a who's who of iconic songs, including Beat It, Billie Jean, and the eponymous Thriller. The album was not just sonically revolutionary, but visually as well. Michael's music videos, with their cinematic storytelling and breathtaking choreography, set a new standard for what a music video could be. Then came Bad in 1987. If Thriller was an explosion, then Bad was a supernova. The album, with its infectious rhythms and memorable melodies, was another triumph for Michael. It spawned an incredible 5 #1 hits, a record that still stands today. And who could forget the iconic moonwalk, a dance move that Michael debuted during a performance of Billie Jean, and which has since become synonymous with his name. And so, Michael Jackson, the boy from Gary, Indiana, who had once been a part of a band, had become a solo artist of unparalleled success. His music was not just popular, it was groundbreaking. His dance moves were not just impressive, they were iconic. His impact was not just significant, it was transformative. Michael Jackson was now not just a star, but a supernova. But what happens when the light of stardom starts to reveal shadows? As Michael Jackson's fame continued to soar, he found himself embroiled in a series of controversies and scandals that would forever stain his once pristine image. The first of these was his startling physical transformation. Over the years, Michael's appearance changed dramatically. His skin, once a rich shade of brown, lightened significantly, and his facial structure altered in a way that was hard to ignore. The speculation was rampant. Was it a skin condition, as he claimed, or a result of numerous plastic surgeries? The world may never know for sure, but the whispers about his changing appearance were just the beginning. In the early 90s, Michael faced accusations that would send shockwaves around the world. He was accused of child molestation, charges that he vehemently denied, but which would never fully dissipate. The subsequent trial was a media circus, with every detail scrutinized and sensationalized. Despite being acquitted, the damage to his reputation was irreparable. These events had a profound impact on both his public image and his music. The king of pop, who had once been adored and celebrated, was now a figure of suspicion and controversy. His music too began to reflect his personal struggles. Songs like Tabloid Junkie and They Don't Care About Us spoke of his frustrations with the media and his perceived persecution. Despite the controversies, Michael's star power was undeniable. His concerts still sold out, his music still topped the charts, but the scandals had taken their toll. The man who had once been the epitome of pop superstardom was now a figure shrouded in controversy and speculation. Even in the midst of scandal, Michael never stopped creating music, never stopped performing. But the world's perception of him had changed. The innocence of his early years was a distant memory, replaced by a narrative of scandal and controversy. The king of pop was now a figure of controversy. How does a star fall? As we venture into Michael Jackson's final years, we find a man caught in a whirlwind of financial issues and mounting pressures. The king of pop, who had once ruled the world with his music, was reduced to a state of struggle, trying to reclaim his throne. In the midst of this turmoil, Michael announced his planned comeback concerts titled "This Is It." The anticipation was electric. Fans from all corners of the globe were eager to see the man who had moonwalked his way into their hearts return to the stage, but fate had other plans. On June 25, 2009, the world stood still as news broke of Michael's untimely death. The star that had once shone so brightly was extinguished, leaving the world in a state of shock and disbelief. His death was a global event, with tributes pouring in from every corner of the world. It was a testament to the impact he had made, not just in music, but in the hearts of millions. Following his death, Michael's legacy only grew stronger. His music continued to inspire, his dance moves continued to be emulated, and his influence continued to be felt in every corner of the pop culture landscape. Despite the controversies that marked his life, his artistic genius was undeniable, and his impact on music and dance remains unparalleled. Michael's life was a series of highs and lows, a symphony of triumphs and tribulations. But through it all, his talent shone through, illuminating the world with his genius. His journey was a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of creativity, and the enduring appeal of great music. From his humble beginnings to his meteoric rise to fame, from his struggles with scandal to his untimely death, Michael's story is a poignant reminder of the human behind the icon. His life was a testament to the power of the human spirit, the importance of creativity, and the enduring appeal of great music. Even in death, Michael Jackson remains a figure of fascination and debate. His legacy is a testament to the power of music, the allure of dance, and the enduring appeal of a true artist. His story is one of triumph and tragedy, of a star that shone too brightly and fell too soon. But in the end, his music lives on, immortalizing him in the annals of pop culture. So what can we learn from the life and career of Michael Jackson? His journey from child star to global icon, the triumphs and trials of his solo career, and the controversies that cast shadows. Despite the controversies and scandals, Michael Jackson's impact on music and pop culture is undeniable. He truly was and always will be the king of pop.